Adam22 finally responds back to ex-employee DW Flame claims that another ex-employee, Dejon Paul, got popped at No Jumper. For a quick recap, DW Flame left No Jumper after Adam22 canceled his shows and other shows on the network, but DW Flame isn't going away quietly.
Adam, you're worried about the wrong things, champ. You gotta worry about paying Dejon about letting him get shot at No Jumper by a fake security guard.
Bricc Baby would jokingly regard this as snitching in a tongue-in-cheek way, but he really wasn't serious.
I'm like, man, but people took it like, oh, Sharp been told. Like, well, I'm like, nigga, told on what?
Speaking of snitching.
No, dog. Go home. We're not even doing that today. Hell no, bro.
I'm just saying.
What you got to say?
No, all right, we ain't got to say that. I'm just saying.
Like,
can you
real.
talk about a shoot that ain't been adjudicated?
I don't want to talk about me personally.
Alleged that nobody even knows what the fuck happened.
Adam is finally responding back to DW Flame. Now, Adam will firstly say that every employee at No Jumper and everybody who knows what took place or what didn't take place, they know that nobody was shot at No Jumper.
Some stuff about Adam, you don't want to pay a black man his money because he got shot at No Jumper, yada, yada, which that to me was very concerning because I know what DW knows, and I know that DW, just like every single other person in this office, knows that nobody got shot at No Jumper. So that right there made me think maybe I kind of misjudged you because it really didn't take a lot for you to come on here and start lying.
Fortunately for me, I have no idea what's going on because I'm never told anything. People think that I have a big mouth, so they don't tell me anything that happens. All right, like literally there's been some things that happen at No Jumper where I hear from people, yo, we were told to never tell you anything because you have a big mouth and you will put it on your channel. So fortunately, I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna say this though. In the grand scheme of things, bro, none of this should be on the internet. Like none of this should have been on the internet. And I don't even blame DW Flame because most of this was already out. Like all of this or most of it was already out. So DW Flame, you know, in hindsight, right, if we're being fair, didn't really break any type of pressing news. Now, Adam will say that DW Flame, adding the information that the security guard was the one that pulled the trigger or the one who shot Dejon. Adam says that was extremely unfair to the security guard because he didn't do anything to deserve being included in this narrative.
He was throwing somebody else under the bus right there, which is like, that person was always solid with me. So I never wanted to like put their business out there or talk about anything that was going on with this person. So like the idea of like exposing the circumstances, it's like, that's not cool, because then that person's gonna have a harder time in life, and he didn't do nothing to involve himself in, well, besides the obvious, he didn't do anything to involve himself in the situation. He doesn't deserve to be called out like that. I thought that was kind of lame to like throw his business out there.
After they got done addressing Dejon Paul and the mystery behind whether or not he was shot or not, they got down to the real business, the money, the paper, the bag. You see, DW Flame has stated in his response video exposing No Jumper that No Jumper don't really pay anybody, and he was actually charging under the table $5,000 for appearances on his No Jumper show.
Them niggas is not getting no chili over there, no chili. So me being smart enough, I was like, okay, that's a good platform real quick I could use. Boom. Talk to Adam, he like, I really don't pay niggas here. I give niggas like a couple $100 a show, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool, I know what I'm gonna do. Being me, I'm 3 steps ahead. I'm like, I'm gonna get my own show, which I did. And then I ran up bands with my show. You feel me? I charge at least, nigga, $2,500 to $5,000 a show for my guests who come on and shit like that, nigga.
Bricc Baby will respond back to DW Flame admitting that he was finessing and charging people under the table for No Jumper interviews. Bricc Baby will say this was not cool because he was blowing up the spot, man. He was, he was blowing up the spot for people at No Jumper who were also charging, if there were any people there charging. Now, here's the thing, right? Like, not too many people do interviews at No Jumper or have shows. I believe it's myself, Bricc, Sharp, Remo, and Adam, right? And I don't charge people. I mean, why would I, right? Like, and nobody else charge people. So,
Cause that's the hope. And at the end, I said like, nigga, don't let your emotions have you say it too much. Like, you know what I'm saying? Meaning like, even from the paid interviews and shit like that, how the fuck you know who in the building doing all that shit? Like, cause like we not like I said in that interview, like we not the ones. But what if it's other niggas that was finessing? And then, nigga, you get what I'm trying to tell you? Like, that put a microscope on them now that you gone. Whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying? Also,
Bricc Baby would make sure to clarify, though, that he's not charging anybody for interviews, and he's not aware that anybody else is doing it. But he feels like DW Flame didn't know that, and, you know, as a street dude, you know, he should probably be more careful because he don't know, you know, whose spot he blowing up. Well, it looks like Adam took notice of that little statement by Bricc Baby. Now, mind you, this was like a 3-hour podcast. But Adam took notice of that little clip, man, because Adam will bring it up on the No Jumper show, right? Just to see what Bricc Baby had to say.
It was the way that people got paid, or like saying that people ain't really getting paid in No Jumper. I heard people saying Bricc Baby is mad because DW exposed the shit about Mustard Man and security or whatever. And I heard people saying Bricc Baby is mad because he snitched on the jug of taking money for interviews because Bricc Baby is doing that as well.
listen.
I don't read too much into Bricc Baby's face right now and him laughing and smiling, because Bricc Baby is a naturally happy person who giggles and smiles a lot because he's happy, right? But if Adam was looking at Bricc Baby in this moment to determine guilt or innocence, and he sees Bricc Baby smiling like this uncontrollably, bruh, like, Adam may be inclined to believe that Bricc Baby is guilty.
Well, that's just a theory that a few people hit me with.
Number 1 and 3 are essentially the same thing with a little extra on it. That's
So,
the Parmesan on the fucking, you know.
Bricc Baby is mad because you are leaving. I'm not even mad, first and foremost. I'm not mad. I'm just going back because you said niggas ain't getting no chili up there. Like, you don't know.
I'm not aware of the forum that the fan theory of Bricc Baby being upset at DW Flame because he's getting money too under the table. I don't know where that like forum is. I haven't seen it. I don't know if it's on Reddit or whatnot, but, you know, I'm inclined to believe that maybe Adam mom was wondering, and he had the question, you feel me, for Bricc Baby. Now, Bricc did a great job of sort of sidestepping the question, but Adam really wanted to know the answer to this because, like, 10 minutes later into the conversation, Adam will bring back the question and ask it again.
So, and then to address the selling the interviews, right?
Right.
I do more paid interviews with me leaving.
When you go to other people's platforms.
Yeah,
Right.
so it's like I barely do interviews by myself in order to sell them. Because I just start trying to neck them, like pause, like take a, you know what I'm saying, do them by myself. So it's like, you know,
But I feel like
I was always told my whole life, whenever a white man, you, he not buying nothing you say, man. Me, hey, bro, I'm on to you. Nah, man, but all jokes aside, bro, I don't feel like Bricc Baby is doing anything wrong. I don't even feel like Adam thinks he's doing anything wrong. He just had to address it, you know, because that was a narrative that was out there, right? But speaking of payments and who pays off a lot of people is Diddy. All right, now click on this video right here to find out how the federal documents reveal the whistleblower that's responsible for Diddy's downfall. The man who's been telling all of Diddy's secret and who's responsible for a grand jury being ready to indict Diddy. Click on this video here to find out what I'm talking about. I'm out of here, folks.